I'm like 29 when I sold the business. So when you go through an acquisition, you have a closing date. And then all of a sudden, this gigantic amount of money just hits your bank account. And you're like, what the fuck did I just do? Is this legal? Like, did I just sell drugs? Some people think you just celebrate and you're like, I made it. Yeah. So I was like the opposite. I grew up poor. So going from like that to an absorbent amount where I'm comfortable, like I was set. Like I can literally buy a house cash. The first thing I did was I hired a wealth manager to move all the money out of my bank account. We just bought bonds. I knew nothing about bonds. And then all of a sudden I'm like, why is there more money? And they're like, yeah, that's how bonds used to work, at least. But I used to go into the bank a few times before that wire, and I'd pull out like a $20 bill just so they can see my account.
Similarly, we had this guy, James Hong, who created Hot or Not on the podcast. He said the same thing. He goes, I used to go to an ATM machine and just put my card in and say print balance and just look at it. And he's like, and I would just do that like every day for like the first week that it happened, and then like go about his day. It just made him happy.